What's up, sports bettors? 10 MLB games today. 5 have already started, 10 remaining. So we're going to be going through the best player prop bets. Again, we've said this before, but as a sports bettor, you really never know when there are going to be pricing discrepancies and when you're going to be able to find value. So it's really important to use the OddsJam Positive EV tool in the middle tool pretty frequently. Like we can already see, there's a middle on the NFL. You can get Saints +4, -110 on FanDuel, and the Bucks -3.5, +105 on BetOnline. So that's a pretty big pricing discrepancy, right? A game ending by 4 points is pretty common in football, right? And then our, bet on FanDuel would push, and our bet on BetOnline would win. So this is an example of a great middle bet that just showed up on the OddsJam middle betting tool. But we're discussing baseball. So the bet I have for you today is Max Muncy over 1.5 bases. So 5.22% profit margin, pretty high profit margin on this bet. And if you just scroll over, the top row is the one with the positive profit margin. You see the bet in bold with a circle around it, and that's what you want to be on, right? Max Muncy over 1.5 bases, right? So if we go ahead, we click into the odds, as I like to do, and just make sure we really are getting, true value. And you can see every sportsbook has Muncy over 1.5 bases. So he hits a double, he hits 2 singles, a triple, homer, whatever, as the favored outcome, right? Pinnacle and BetOnline, two of the sharpest sportsbooks in the world, they're both pricing this at, -120 to -129. So as the favored outcome, and we can pick this up +100 on FanDuel. So we're getting pretty incredible value on FanDuel just looking at the odds. So I went ahead and locked it in for $100, $100 at +100 odds, and added it just now to my bet tracker. So the OddsJam bet tracker is really useful because it will show you your profit, your ROI, and how frequently you're beating the closing line. So you can see, what I kind of like to do on a daily basis is just make sure the majority of my bets I'm getting better odds than the closing line, which you'll see in green. The OddsJam bet tracker will, of course, also grade your bets as wins and losses, so you kind of know your net profit as a sports bettor, right? So 5.22% profit margin, the sharpest sportsbook in the world, Pinnacle, they're pricing this as a favored outcome at -129. So once you remove the VIG or remove the spread or the juice from their market, the true odds or the fair odds is -111. So we're getting better odds than the true line of -111. So this is a great player prop bet to be on. I locked it in, as you can see on the screen, 5.22% profit margin. So we're staking $100, 5.22% profit margin, $5.22 in profit margin on our bet, quantified mathematically using real-time odds from Pinnacle, the sharpest bookmaker. So again, where you get this 5.22% number from, which is important if you want to understand sports betting math and strategies for betting on baseball, is you take the market from the sharpest bookmaker. So remember this 5.22% number, so -129, -103. You put that into a no vig fair odds calculator, which is definitely the most important calculator on OddsJam. What this calculator will do for you is take a bookmaker's market and remove the spread, remove the juice, which is how all sportsbooks make money, to tell you the true odds and the true win probability based on the betting market of that sportsbook. So we're using obviously the sharpest sportsbook in the world because their odds are most indicative of the true fair win probability for a bet. So 52.61% win rate on this player prop, Muncy over 1.5 bases. So we're winning this bet 52.61% of the time. We're getting +100 odds, and we're staking $100, so $522 in profit margin on our bet, as you saw here and as you saw on the Positive EV page. So all just mathematically quantifiable, data-driven bets using real-time betting data from very efficient, sharp sportsbooks, and kind of showing you the best bets on a regular basis. So you can refresh if you want to see the latest opportunities and where there's some value. So it looks like Saints in week 1 at -190 is a pretty great line as well. No other sportsbook giving you better than -205. Maybe there's a bit of value there, but obviously this game is very far away. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Let's make some money.